What's up, everybody? We back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Big Mike. Now, this is 3 of the 4 starting characters that I'm going to be talking about. Next up is going to be Maggie, so make sure y'all looking forward to that. I'm going to have to play her more, though, before I actually talk about her. So, Big Mike, this man is a blocker, primarily a blocker anyway. He has a really high rebound stat as well, boasting an even higher rebound stat than Daisuke by 2 points. So, let's take a look at his stats. 3 points at 30. I've seen a lot of Big Mikes get lucky at the 3-point line, man. But just remember, it is nothing more than that, which is luck. Mid-range shot at 56, not very good. Close shot at 64. That's one of the highest close shot stats in the entire game. So make sure y'all keeping that in mind. Make sure y'all using those hook shots. Dunk at 60. That is also a really good dunk stat. I would focus more so on my close shots with Big Mike, but dunks is also a super viable option when it comes down to scoring with Big Mike. Steals at 20, garbage. Dribble at 25. This man will be getting ripped all day. Don't walk around dribbling the ball with Big Mike. Don't try to walk into the paint by yourself either, man. Pass at 35. The chances of his pass getting intercepted is pretty high. Speed at 23. This man, you see the muscles on this man? This man is ripped. 9 times out of 10, that means you're going to be slow. This man got a base speed of 23. He is super slow. Jump at 31. He can't dunk from very far away, but he should be spending more time closer to the rim anyway unless he's setting the screen. Rebound at 65. That is a really good rebound stat. You can't really compare him to someone like a Rocket or an Emma or an Amy because he's not primarily a rebounder. His main job is to block. So blocks at 67. That's a really good block stat, man. I like seeing high blocks on these centers and power forwards. Power at 75. That is also an excellent power stat. It's really hard to dunk on Big Mike, especially because he has enhanced block. We're going to talk about that when we get to the abilities. Let's jump into that. All right, we got Big Mike abilities pulled up here. Now, I haven't maxed him out because when I first made this Blanca account, I was only supposed to be using Ranger. But then I realized in order for me to get the best stats, I need to unlock and upgrade other people. So I focused on Ranger and Nikolai first because they're really good blockers. But Big Mike's abilities here, we got the hook shot. Now, I have a video on this. Y'all can feel free to check that out if you don't understand how to proc this. Make a hook shot in the key. Whether it can get blocked is decided by the shooting position. Now, if a person is way too close to you, like if they're right there on you, it is not safe to use this hook shot. But if they just so happen to be on the right side of the rim and you're way on the left side of the rim, feel free to use this hook shot, man. They will not be able to block it. At level 2, increase disturbance resistance by 2%. At level 3, increase shooting accuracy by 2%. Make sure you're leveling this up for some extra disturbance resistance, some extra accuracy. Next ability, we're looking at enhanced block. Increase strength by 5% temporarily when blocking. Strength, they mean power. So your power is going to increase by 5% when you're blocking. That's going to help you block more dunks. At level 2, increase the success rate of block by 10%. At level 3, increase the success rate of block by 10%. So he's getting a lot of extra block stat, man. Make sure y'all maxing this out as well. Next ability is grab and block. A lot of centers and a couple power forwards have this as well. This is a really good ability because you don't have to worry about chasing after that FLR if you grab the ball after a block. So let's read the description. May grab the ball directly when blocking a shot successfully. Level 2, increase triggering probability by 5%. At level 3, increase triggering probability by 5%. It's not as good as Nikolai. It's not as good as Victor either, but the little chance that you have to actually proc this is going to come in handy when it does proc. Last ability, I'm not sure if anyone else in the game even has this, but Big Mike has a grab and dunk, right? So he's grabbing dunks from people. Let's read the description. May grab the ball directly when blocking a dunk successfully. Increase triggering probability by 5% at level 2. Increase triggering probability by 5% at level 3. So make sure you're maxing this out too, man. You do not want to have to deal with FLRs, especially if your team doesn't have a point guard. All right, so I can't really show you any of his defensive abilities because I don't have dunk grabbing or grab and block unlocked. So I can't really show you those, but we're going to talk about what kind of gear I will put on Big Mike, and we're also going to talk about what characters I will put inside the assist tab. So the type of gear that I will put on Big Mike, I would put power gear, block gear, and if you want, you could throw some rebound on there as well. Now, if you got really good box out skills, the rebound stat doesn't even actually matter. You could pick someone like Katiusha, who's not really a good rebounder. If your box outs are good, then you're good to go. So Power gear, block gear, that's going to help you block from further away. That's also going to make sure that you guarantee those blocks on people trying to come in the paint and dunk on you. So as far as assist characters go, I highly recommend Die. He has S+ on both block and power. So that's going to give you a bunch of extra stats. I'm going to go inside of here and show y'all who I got on him, if I even put anyone on him yet. So as of right now, I got Ranger and Nikolai. I didn't even have Die at the time that I was trying to get his stats up. So we're going to put Daisuke on here. As you can see, we're getting 5 block and 5 power from just him by himself. And he's only A tier. Now, if we click on this exclamation point here, you can see block is going to go up by an extra 1 point, and so is power. So keep that in mind, man. He's giving you all the stats that you need for someone like Big Mike. I also recommend Ranger, and after Ranger, I would recommend Nikolai, because they're all going to give you some block and some power, and they're also going to give you some dunk. So keep that in mind. Put the right characters on this man, bro. For whatever you're trying to do with him, I highly recommend using him the way he's supposed to be played. But if you want to make a mid-range build, who am I to stop you from playing the game the way you want to play it? All right, man, that's it. Remember, Big Mike is an excellent blocker. He's going to be blocking a lot of dunks. He's also going to be blocking a lot of shots as well. He's also a really good rebounder. You don't really need rebound stat on this man, because if you box out properly, then you'll be good to go. He's really good for pick and roll, because look how wide this man is, right? He's really wide. It's easier for someone to run into Big Mike when it comes down to a screen. That's it, man. I'll catch y'all on the next video.